You could make more money than usual with the Tequila as the main loot that we all love so much in a team instead of doing it solo. You don't even need the allied bonus, and yes, with randoms. Think of it this way, 99% of the time this approach will turn into an aggressive heist, because when a random player sees a card, most of the time he will shoot at him without taking anything in consideration around him. So as much as you could be yelling in your head,
"Look at the fucking screen,"
your odds of this happening are pretty high, and that's perfectly fine. He could be new or simply did a mistake, and guess what? We will use all this at our advantage. The first thing you want to do is rush to the main loot and take the path I took since the beginning of this video. It's the fastest way possible, and I guarantee you before you get there, someone will have found the first key card, since you know already that people kill cards on site. By doing this, you will accomplish two things. First, you will get the other key cards in the office, and second, reaching the main loot will make the new guard spawn right away, which will decrease the odds of a new guard seeing a dead body. As soon as you are in the office, grab the second key card first before looting the safe. And that's not what I did. Why? You don't know exactly where your team is, and those precious seconds you save is what can make them decide to open doors for secondary loots or not, depending where they are. Because when you find a key card, it clones itself for some reason and they are in everybody's pocket magically. The faster your team can fill their bags, the more chances you have of staying alive, and don't forget you have to fill your bag too. Okay, so now you are probably asking yourself since the beginning how I'm making more money with this in a team. First, you need to know this if you don't already. One stash of cash takes 25% of your bag, one art 50%, and one stash of gold 66%. To beat a solo run with the Tequila and the allied bonus, and with 2 stash of white stuff, that's if you find 2, all you need is 2 stash of gold and fill the bags, that's it. The worst case scenario with 2 stash of gold would be 12 stash of cash, which is not possible because there aren't enough spawns location for all that cash, so you will either have arts or more gold or nothing. But let's say it was possible. For a team of 4 players, it would pay the leader at a 55% cut around 1.1 mil if your team took no damage. I didn't include the safe in this, and I didn't add any elite bonus either. But let's say after checking your main loot in the preparation, you notice there aren't enough secondary loots for 4 players, and you decide to go with 2 players and yourself. Once again, with 2 stash of gold and 8 stash of cash, with the leader at a 70% cut, you will make around 1.2 mil. It's even better. If you are curious about the math, I left them in the comments below. But I got to mention one last thing about this. If you are trying to make more money, don't do this with other players if you have the pink diamond. You will lose money. If we follow the same calculation with 2 stash of gold at a 55% cut, you will make around 1.4 mil. But if you do this solo with the worst secondary loot possible, which is 4 stash of cash and the allied bonus, you will make around 1.5 mil. Okay, now that we are done with the boring maths, there is one very important things that any player need to know for the Cayo Perico heist. To understand this, you need to watch the next part before things goes. Do you see the problem? He wanted to kill the guard near the gate, and now he's about to shoot the other one. The problem is he can kill none of them this way because they are too close to each other. Even when you have suppressors, the other guard will still hear you. Either try to knock one of them, or you got to wait for the guards to be far from each other if you decide to shoot. You still got to take in consideration the other guard's position as well. Maybe he didn't realize how close they were.
¡Ay, hijo de puta! ¡Puta! ¡Lárguese, imbécil! ¡Ah! ¡Agárrense! ¡Dale verga! ¡Hijo de puta! ¡No le queda mucho, hijo de puta! ¡Muérase, imbécil! ¡Le quedé sin munición! ¡Me robaron las vidas, hijo de puta!
Look at the fucking screen.
¡Protéjanse! ¡Basta! ¡Tenemos un herido! ¡Mierda! ¡Le dieron! ¿Qué tal si se despide del mundo? ¡Mamá verga! ¡La timba! ¡A morir, imbécil! ¡No tengo más municiones! ¡Ah! ¡Piérdete! ¡Escorias! ¡Necesito que me cubran!
Okay, the compound is behind us, and the hard part is done. Now, do not die on the easy part, yes? Get out of there. Go! So, the sub is not where you left it. No coordinates should be on your GPS now. You know, this time I think you may have broken him. Attack boats in the water. Be careful.
I kinda like how we didn't work at all as a team for the exit. I wanted to go check on the leader, but I jumped way too late from the jeep. But anyway, look at the end how much the leader made even after we lost 200k from the damage we took. In this round we had 4 or 5 stacks of gold, just keep that in mind. I hope you learned a thing or two and enjoyed watching the video. Let me know in the comments below if you do this heist with friends or maybe sometimes with them. Thanks for watching.
Look at the fucking screen.